This is Abel. Hello to my friends on Instagram. So I'm actually going live in two places at the same time. So I'm going live here on Facebook on MC Abel Wanamakog. And I'm also going live in my Hello Muntong Tonopong. You need to tell me what is your name? What is your name? Because your name is different from your Instagram name. So you should type it out and let me know so that I know what to call you. Hello, how are you? Hello to my Facebook fans and friends. I'm so happy to be here. You're giving me another reason to dress up, and I feel like I'm at a party, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm just staying right here in my room. So happy to see you. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah? Let me know. I mean, you can just comment below and let me know how you're doing because I am really in need of connection with people because I'm just stuck at home all the time. And yeah, there's only a few places that I can really go to. So let me know where you're at. LOL, what is your name? You need to tell me your name, like type your name down for me so that I know what is your name because obviously your Facebook, your Instagram name is not the same as your real name. And also to my friends on Facebook, please give me a text, give me a thumbs up, and give me, hey Kingard, how are you? Please give me a thumbs up and a heart so that I know you're there, or text me any questions that you have, and I'm going to try to answer them for you. But I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight here in Phuket. I know some of you are hanging out with me from Hong Kong or from Bangkok or wherever you are. Let me know and I'll give you a shout out. But I hope that you guys are all doing fine and staying positive and happy. Hey, Pratik, how are you? Good to see you. So happy. See, I'm like already like I'm already super happy. Thank you so much. You're making me already very happy. Like I think my happy meter went from like a 4 to an 8 already. So, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much just for hanging out with me. Like I feel very, very happy to see you guys and to see your messages and your texts and things like that. So, last Saturday, I was here at my Instagram page, MC Abel Wanamakal, and also my Facebook fan page, MC. Hey, Kesman, how are you? Thanks for joining. Last week, I was talking about why I became a presenter because actually many people ask me that. When I go to events, when I host events, I am always working. And it's not, I don't really have a chance to come down from the stage to talk to people. Hey, Super Mario, how are you? สวัสดีค่ะสวัสดีค่ะขอโทษนะคะไอ้โบพูดภาษาอังกฤษอย่างเดียวนะคะ I only speak English in these broadcasts, so but I will use simple English obviously for everybody because I don't want to be speaking Cantonese and speaking English and speaking Thai. That would be too confusing. But I was talking about how last week, good, I'm good. I'm glad you're good, Super Mario. Last week, I was answering a question about how I got into the presenting industry, the entertainment industry, and why. I obviously I moved to Thailand for a reason, but like, how did I get into the industry, and how did I grew it? So, if you wanted to go back to see how I answer that question, please go to my YouTube page, MC Abel Wanamakog, and you can check out my answer for that. But this week, I was hoping that you guys will give me some questions, and I haven't received too many questions from you guys yet. So please send me, hey, Mr. Tan, how are you? So I hope that you guys will send me questions. I mean, any questions, of course, I will not answer like super private questions, but I will try to answer whatever questions that you may have. If you're interested in the entertainment industry, if you're trying to learn to be more present, to be more connecting to your audience, because everybody is doing these online stuff. I'm glad you're doing good, Mr. Tan, because everybody is doing online. And I think eventually people will go live more. Plus, being present with your audience is very important because that's how you gain trust. That's how you make sales. That's how things happen. Because if people don't trust you, they're not going to listen to you. And if they don't listen to you, there's no point for you to talk, even. So for me, it's very important that I know what you guys want to hear from me because I, of course, love inspiration. I love public speaking. I love communications, and I love like well-being and things like that. And I just love to connect with you guys. So I'm very, very happy to be doing this anyways, just to talk with you. But please, send me a text. Hey, Steve, how are you? Send me a text and let me know your questions and whatever that you have for me. Don't just write hi, but ask me a question so that I know what is in your mind. And so this will be two-way instead of just me yakking and talking. All right. So if you wanted to know what I talked about last Saturday, please go to my YouTube page, MC Abel Wanamakog, and you can go and find my video there. And if you want, I'm happy to send a link to you if you private message me. But let me go straight ahead into this series. And I'm calling this now You Are Able because I am obviously I'm able. And I wanted people to I want to just give positivity. I want to share something. Hey, Emil, how are you? Good to see you. My friends from Hong Kong. Michael, are you there from Hong Kong as well? If you are, send me a chat. Hey, Inmai, thanks for joining. Good to see you. So, once again, I'm going to go straight into what I'm talking about today. And for those of you who do not know who I am and you're just joining just to see, what the heck is going on, my name is Abel, and I'm originally from Hong Kong. I grew up in the US, and now I live in Phuket, Thailand. I got into the entertainment industry kind of like accidentally as a news presenter, taped news presenting, and then I went to do live news presenting. And then in the meantime, I started doing MC work, which is Master of Ceremony. So I host lots of events, and I grew from nothing, where I did like free jobs for people, to now, after almost 15 years, I'm hosting really, really big conferences, parties, galas, state dinners, and just big openings in Asia. So I'm very, very thankful because I really love my work. Like, I really, really love my work. I don't just love talking, like, I don't actually enjoy talking that much, but I love to use the power of words and speaking to connect with people. And that's why I'm doing this because I want to see you, I want to talk to you, I want to hear from you, and I just need a way to connect. And I hope to continue this and make this You Are Able series very, very successful. Now, I'm also a mother. I'm also a wife. And the second question that people ask me a lot is they ask me, how do you balance your family life with your work life? And family means I have kids, obviously. So it's not just me and my husband, it's me and my whole family. And it's not an easy answer. It's not an easy question to answer because, hey, Rehan, how are you? Oh my gosh, long time no see. My goodness, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. And of course, to Steve, Michael, Emil, thank you so much for all being there. So happy, so happy. And to my Facebook fans, please send me a text message because I can't tell how many, I mean, I can tell how many people is watching, but I don't know who's watching, like in Instagram. But thank you for asking these questions because it means that you are caring and you're compassionate towards how I try to balance my life as an artist and as a mother, because I'm not going to talk about wife because it's very easy, I think, to be a wife. You just make sure that your husband's needs are met. But now, don't think bad now. But to be a mother is already very, very difficult. And I think if you talk to any mom, and I know most of the people on Instagram right now are all guys, I'm not sure about Facebook, but if you talk to any mothers, they will tell you that their job is nonstop. There's no break. It's not like you're a teacher or you just have a job and you go to work and then you come home and you said, okay, I'm done. No more work for me. And then you can just, put your feet up, kick it up, on the sofa and just eat with nobody bothering you, nobody interrupting. Good to see you too. When you are a mother, you really don't have days off. You don't really have time off. So many people get exhausted. They overwork because they feel like, okay, I have to be a mother. I have to be a wife. I have these needs that I have to meet. Like my kids need this, they need food, the house needs to be clean, and I need to make money too for supporting myself and to support my family. So when you ask me how did I balance it, it was back then, I can tell you just from a few years ago even, I was not very good in balancing my work. I just did what I could. I tried the best that I could. There were times when I don't have enough sleep, but I still obviously, put on my makeup, try to drink a lot of water. I didn't really exercise a lot like I am now, but what you learn is that you do what you can when things come. So my line of work is not full time. I work when I have jobs, and I'm very, very lucky that I have uh, regular and frequent amounts of jobs that comes in as an MC, and I do voiceovers and I also do news presenting. Hey, El Disco, how are you? Please tell me what is your name too, because obviously your Instagram name is not the same as your real name. So text me your real name so that I can actually like give a shout out to you with your real name, okay? So it's actually not easy to balance my work and my family. And there are times when I feel very, very exhausted. There are times when I get extra energy, especially when I'm doing something that I love. So when I'm in events, and events are usually minimum 40 to 50 people, and maximum is like, 2 or 3 thousand people. So I get a lot of energy from the people at the events. And I get a high, you know, not with drugs, but just like a high with energy from the people who are there at the event. And when I'm at the event, I don't feel tired at all. Like I have so much adrenaline because I'm so excited to be there and I'm so excited to like release all this positive energy to the people and to deliver the message that the organizer and my clients asked me to deliver, just like I am doing now because I'm very excited and I love what I do. So you really have to love what you do. Otherwise, people can always feel it when you don't love what you do and they just will not connect with you at all. But so after I'm done with my work, I drop my work and I don't think about my work and I just come back home and I focus on, thank you, thank you. Elgin, Elgin, hi, how are you? So I just come back home and I focus on my family because you can't try to do too many things at the same time because then your minds will be like split and you will not really give a lot of time to your kids. And trust me, there are times when my kids would be like, Mommy, I want this, I want that, I want that. And I would just get frustrated and I'd just be like, What? What do you want? I do get frustrated. I'm not a superwoman. I told people like people say something very nice to me. They would say, "Oh, Abel, you're a superwoman. You do so many things." And yes, I have a drive to succeed. I have an ambition. I have a passion that I want to follow because being a presenter is what I'm meant to do. I know that now after doing it for 15 years. It's my passion. And I'm not just saying this just to say it, like I really do. People feel it when I speak, when I talk. And I think that's how you know when somebody really love what they do. But it doesn't mean that I am always cool, always calm, and always chill, like when I'm hosting an event. when I'm hosting an event, I have to be calm, I have to be chill, and I have to be very, very present and very focused. And I try to bring that back home as well. I try. That's all I can say. I always say that I try because I am not a superwoman and I can die too, okay? I am just human. Um, this is something that I learned from just working from experience is that no matter how young you are now or how powerful or how successful you think you are now, it's not guaranteed. Success is not guaranteed. You have to continue always to put in the efforts. Thank you. And it's not easy. Um, I get exhausted, I get tired, but I learned that when you exercise, like actually when you exercise more, you have more energy. So you really, really, really should exercise. Like don't put your work first and then say, oh, I'm young, I'm cool, I'm great. I don't need to exercise, no problem. You do. You need to exercise. Hey, Michael, how are you? Thanks for joining. You really have to exercise. And so once again, I was just talking about how I am balancing my life, my family life, with the life of work because it's very difficult sometimes to stay balanced, and it's very easy to just lose it. I mean, there were times when I'm just pulling my hair and I'm just going totally nuts because somebody needs this, or the house is dirty, or the kids need something, or whatever. And I'm very lucky that I have my husband to help me, but I also want to be the creator that I am. I also want to use my creativity and release it outward for people because we're all meant to be creators, right? We are all meant to control, not control, excuse me, we're meant to become creators of our own lives so that we can use our creativity to share it positively to people. Like when I am sharing whatever that I know, the limited knowledge that I know with people, I feel really happy. And I don't need people to praise me. Of course, I don't like people to criticize me either, but I don't need people to praise me. But inside my heart, I feel good. So when I feel good about working and I feel good about my family life, I continue both. I continue to have both together. So what I do is I try to prioritize. I try to remember what is most important. The most important first is to make sure that I'm healthy. That right now, in this point in my life, being healthy is the most important because this is what my grandma said, and this is very, 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 very wise. She said, if you're sick and there's like a piece of gold sitting just right there in front of you, if you're sick, you can't even bend over to pick it up, right? I mean, that is like such a simple, simple story for me to understand as a kid that health is number one. Second, if you don't have family or you don't have a loved one or you don't have a partner, you're just working only for yourself. And if you're working for yourself and you're alone and you like it, that's great. That's fine. But for me, I like to have, yeah, push-ups and squats and mountain climbing and V crunch. Maybe you can show me how to do that next time. Okay? All right, Elgin, you can show me, like, you can send me a video, okay? How to do that. You can like share it with the viewers. I do yoga. I love yoga. Um, but oh my God, I totally lost my train of thought. Like, what the heck was I just talking about? Okay, so let me go back to that. My priority is my health, and then is my family. I have to make sure because I chose to have children. I can't neglect them. I chose to have children, so I have to make sure that I do my best to provide for my family. I'm not the kind of girl that likes to put up my hands and be like, hey, honey, give me some money. I'm not that kind of girl. I don't like to do that. Um, Not because I'm a feminist, not because I have an ego. Of course, I do have some of those, yeah, but I like to be able to make my own money so that I can spend it however I want and I can help to pay for the, crazy amounts of expenses that kids need. I mean, the things that they ask me to buy is ridiculous, and I say no to almost all of them. Hello, how are you? Aloha Mike and Shamkumpan. Tell me your name. Like tell me your real name and not your Instagram name because okay, like Aloha Mike. I think your name is Mike, yeah. Tell me your like type in your real name so that I know how to address you because I don't want to just call your Instagram name. Um, but know your priorities. Health first, and then it's your relationships. Relationship is very, very important because if you don't have like a solid rock at home to support you, you can keep chasing the titles, you can keep chasing the money, you can keep chasing all the roles, but it's just nonstop. It will keep coming. Like, let's say you become senior manager of something. Well, after you become senior manager of, of a company for a while, you're gonna want to be, um, executive. Like the need never stops. But if you have a solid um, background, if you have a solid person or family that supports you, that's very, very important. And my gosh, it's already 21 minutes past. That's so fast. Mike. Hey, Mike. How are you? Michael Pletz and Aloha Mike. Also, Mike. So, once again, I was just saying that I'm not the kind of girl that likes to put my hands out and be like, hey, honey, I need this much money. I need this. Give it to me. And I'll just stay home and be a housewife. There's nothing wrong with being a housewife, okay? Actually, being a housewife and being a mom is really hard. But I'm not that kind of girl. I like to make my own money. I like to be creative, and I like to use my creativity to share it with other people. My real name is Abel. Yes. Able. That's my real name. And you're watching You Are Able. Okay? So nice to meet you guys. Thank you so much for watching and coming to watch. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, let me go back to that. If you have any questions for me, hopefully it's not too private and too personal. I will answer them. And I'm happy to answer questions that you have because this series is meant for me to share with you, obviously, a little bit about my life, my learning as a presenter, as a speaker, because we're able to be friends. Yes, we can. Because I love speaking. I mean, I don't love speaking. I love public speaking. I love public speaking. I love communications. And I love how the power of words can affect people, can influence people. I know that when I'm on stage and I can use the sound of my voice and my energy to release it to the audience, and the people react to me in a positive way, where they are cheering, where they are playing games, where they are like winning something, that to me is excitement. That to me is a wonderful feeling that I could use my words and my power to bring happiness to people. Exactly. You have to go and have fun. So before you guys, okay, I'm not going to talk too much about myself anymore. If you have more questions about how I balance my life, like something very specific, please send it to me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Michael. Mike, thank you so much. If you have any specific questions, because I can't be too specific. I have only so much time and I don't want to, blah, 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 keep going, right? If you have any specific questions, please message me. But I want to give you guys something. I know that people have to sell, talk, connect, communicate online. How do you allow people to feel close to you, even though you are you have this computer screen next to you. I mean, like, I can't touch you, I can't see you, I cannot look at you. I can't see your face at all. I mean, I'm seeing like a little icon with a word, and that's it. That's the only way that I can connect with you. So the only way that I can do that with the help of technology and this camera and this, headphone is I try to release my energy as much as I can with actions. I try to smile a lot. I try to use my hands a lot, because obviously you can still connect with me and understand how I'm feeling with my body language and my actions. And I'm not sitting like super far away from the camera like this, yeah. And I'm not gonna dance for you or anything, like not now, not today. But sure, maybe we can connect in the future for work. But yeah, send me a message, send me a private message, and then we can talk. But try to be warm. Remember, you are talking to a human being. Like, I'm not talking just to the computer. I'm not just talking to people on Instagram. Like, I'm not just talking to my phone and my computer. I'm talking to real people. And even though I cannot hear you talk back to me, I cannot touch you, I cannot hug you, I have to try to be as animated as I can. So normally I am not this animated. I Moonwalking. Normally, I do not move my hand this much, and I don't use too much facial expression, but I do use an exaggerated version, an extrovert version of myself when I am on stage or when I'm talking, but not when I'm news presenting. Because when I'm news presenting, you're supposed to have a more serious look, which is a different market. But try to be warm and try to remember that you're talking to people. And what do you think people want to hear? Like, what do you think they want to see? They want to see a welcoming, warm, smiling person talking to you. And I love to hear from you too. I would love to hear what you want me to say or what you want to learn from me or how we can connect and do something together because I am looking for people to collaborate with. I'm looking for guests or co-hosts to come to my growing show because I want to do this on a regular basis, whether we have COVID-19 or not. I think this is really fun. And I do feel that I have something to share with you. So if you're trying to connect with people, listen first. Listen to what their needs are, ask them questions, be warm and friendly, okay? And smile a lot. Plus, when you're speaking, don't try to use like super sophisticated words and try to impress yourself or try to impress other people. Just speak naturally and speak with a clear voice. Yeah, and don't speak too fast, but not speak too slow. If you're speaking like this, then you're speaking a little bit too slow. So, and don't speak like too fast so that people can't hear you and just like, oh my gosh, what's going on? She's going crazy. Why is she speaking so fast? If you want people to get excited, yeah, sure, speak faster, but you can't keep up that energy. Okay, so when you're speaking, you have to speak as if you are speaking like when you're listening to singing, when you're listening to songs, when you listen to singers, there's always a high note and there's a low note, yeah? And then sometimes there's silence, all right? You can just be like silent for a little bit, and it's okay. Why not? You don't have to fill the space with words all the time. I mean, your voice and your throat need to rest too. But if you're trying to get attention from, like, let's say a group of kids who are obnoxious and, they're just talking nonstop, yeah, then you can just be quiet and just wait for them and be like, okay, guys, you guys ready to listen? You know? So I do that. I do that also as a technique to get attention. Sometimes, yeah, comfortable silence is nice too, but it cannot be too long. You cannot pause too long, especially at a live event like what I'm doing now, because people are going to be like, hello, what's going on? Why isn't she talking? Like, I thought she was supposed to talk, right? So why isn't she talking? So you need to pace yourself. And when you start to learn how to speak better, because my experience came from practice. It just came from practice. I didn't go to school for this. I did not study mass communications in school. I did not study journalism. I didn't do any of that. I just was fortunate enough to be given opportunity to work in mass communications, and I have a talent, and I nurtured it through opportunities given to me by other people. So I'm always grateful and I'm always thankful to have opportunities to nurture. And you should give yourself a chance to nurture your talent as well, whatever it may be. Maybe you should start your own live chat with your friends, and think of topics that you want to talk about. But it's already 30 minutes over. If you guys, oh my gosh, time just flies when I'm doing this. This is ridiculous. My goodness. So let me recap, okay? I try to balance my family and my work life because I want to have both. I do not want to have just one or the other. And my priorities are my health first, my family, and then it's career. Okay, it's always this way. So my health first, it's actually me first. Because if you do not take care of yourself, I learned this the hard way. I was giving too much to people, people that I love. I was giving too much and I didn't know how to balance it. And I was exhausting myself. So that led to just a lot of suffering and a lot of pain and lots of sickness as well. So I went through that. So right now I have to take care of myself first, which is not selfishness. It's about self-compassion, self-care, and also tips on how to be a better speaker or how to better connect with people is first, listen to what your audience wants. Okay, try to get an idea of who they are, what do they like, and how to speak to them. And be warm because you are talking to humans. You're not talking to a computer and you're not talking to a phone. You are really talking to human beings. So remember that you're talking to real people. Yeah. And think about what it is that they might want or need that you can do to help them with your talent. Yeah. That's okay, Michael. That's fine. No worries. No worries. Um, and try to speak in a natural way. Don't use overly sophisticated words. Hey, how's it going? Long time no see. Friends from the US. Um, so yes, be warm, listen to your audience, speak in a natural way, and smile. Okay? All right. So it's already 32 minutes past, and I know that I do not want to go longer than this because otherwise it just becomes way too much. If you want to see this video, you can watch it at MC Abel Wanamakak, which is my Facebook page, and I will upload it onto my YouTube channel, which is also MC Abel Wanamakak, which is spelled Wanamakok. I know. My last name is really, really long. And I'm going to be going online again in this series called You Are Able sometime next week. Okay. So maybe it'll be next Thursday again, but please come back to my Instagram page or my Facebook page to see when. And I am looking for co-hosts and people to come and be my guests. So if you're interested to come and have a chat with me and talk about how, you are able to achieve something in your life, something that is inspirational, something that is positive, because that's all I care about is positivity and your passion. Send a message to me and then we can work out something together. Okay? So thank you so much for watching. ขอบคุณมากๆนะคะคุณผู้ชมที่มาดูรายการ Able นะคะชื่อ You Are Able นะคะ Thank you so much to my friends wherever you are. If you're from Hong Kong, 我啲朋友喺香港度好多謝你嚟睇我呢個 show 叫做 You Are Able. So once again, thank you so much for watching. If you want to watch this again, it will be on my Facebook page and my YouTube channel under MC Abel Namakog. And if you want to collaborate and be a co-host, please send me a message, type. And I hope to see you guys again sometime next week. I'm not sure when yet, but it'll be sometime next week. Okay? Thank you. ขอบคุณนะคะ See you guys later. Bye.